Timo. Alright, and that was the Timo song. Everyone who is watching live got to hear it, and no one else did. So, we're going to cut right to about here. Hello everyone, this is FilibusterFox, and I am starting yet another of my daily live streams on League of Legends. That's right, every night at 9 PM Pacific, midnight Eastern, we join ourselves here on Twitch TV/FilibusterFox for some live League of Legends commentary and analysis. So, we're about to get started here. Let me just go ahead and close my list. I'm in a particularly good mood today. I got some great news, and hopefully I'll be able to let you a bit more know about it on Thursday. But let's just say a job interview is to be had with a certain company that everyone knows and loves. So, no, it's not Walmart. Nobody loves Walmart. Anyways, I used to work for Walmart, to be honest. And since I have worked for other retail chains since working for Walmart, I have determined that Walmart is a terrible, terrible place to work, even though I kind of liked it. Now, this job is like billion times better than I'm working at another retail chain. And just not working for Walmart is good for everyone involved. However, this job that I'm interviewing for Thursday, totally not at all retail. It is actually gaming related. So, wish me luck. Hopefully that goes well. I am in the chat today. Hello, viewers. I have greeted my audience for the live cast. Thank you for the good luck. And here we go. We're going to look for a match here very shortly as soon as I find one at all. There's one 8 minutes in. Do we have any Timo songs to kind of go with the song I was playing on the part that those of you not watching live will not hear ever? LOL. The teasing song of Timo shall not be heard. Thank you for joining us live. And nothing is quite going on right now. Let me check my friends list, see if anyone's just starting a game. Is anyone just starting a game? Well, that's one guy, 4 minutes in, but 2 minutes in, but he's not very good. And someone else, no one who's anywhere half decent has just now started a game. So what we're going to do is we're going to join one in the middle there. And I am going to select one of these live games. This one is 9 minutes in. We'll go on that one. We've got... Holy crap, I actually know someone on this game too. How ideal. No, not play. Watch now. Here we go. Let's switch cameras. Okay, now you can see my stream. And here we go. We are spectating one of the random spotlight matches. On this team, for the blue team, we have Lee Sin in the jungle with Smite. We have Taric and Varus in the bot lane. We have Cho'Gath in the top, and we have one of my friends, LTG Frog, playing Lux mid. On the red team, we have Shen in the jungle. We have Draven and Thresh bot, Rengar probably top, and Nidalee mid, or vice versa, something like that. We'll figure it out later. In fact, Thresh could be top, Nidalee could be support, who knows? That's the beauty of it. We're going to jump right into this match about 10 minutes in. A little hard to tell who started where, but it looks like it was Thresh support. And Rengar top, Nidalee mid. So I was right the first time. Now, each team has 1 kill in this situation here. There's a 0.1000 gold advantage to the red team, which sounds a lot more impressive than 100 gold. And there are no towers taken on either side. 10 minutes in, this is a farm game. No one's really gotten a major advantage. Taric has died once, and Rengar has died once. Ho-ho, Rengar looks like he's trying to die again. Cho'Gath is going in on him. He does craftily avoid that Q and stealths right past Cho'Gath to the escape, getting most of his health back from his potions and heal. He's there, and Cho is getting kind of low on mana. If Cho doesn't conserve his mana here, Rengar could start to take the advantage in lane. Cho, while early on, is very hard at having his mana stay high. Later on in the lane, Cho is one of my mains, by the way. Later on in the game, it gets harder and harder for him to maintain that mana advantage. Sure, he has Philosopher's Stone, and holy crap, Cage's picks. He is going for gold per 5 top lane. Holy cow, and he's leading in farm. He's going to have so much money this round. Oh, and Thresh dying in the bot. We're going to reverse a little here and see how this built up. We've got Lee Sin coming in for the gank. Thresh going the wrong way. Draven out of range to help him, but Lux is there too. Lux missing with the snare, but hitting with the slow, and all of the damage. The ult for LTG Frog, taking the kill, and he goes back to the mid lane with his blue buff. Lee Sin right behind him, starting to take Dragon. Here come Varus and Taric down in the bot lane. Lux is staying around for the Dragon. Nidalee's coming to help, though. Draven, the only thing with Nidalee to stop them from taking this. Oh, lots of damage from that Nidalee Spear on Taric, but she's not going to be able to stop this Dragon. Her only hope is to try to get away without dying. If she tries to make something happen here, something could go very bad. Now, Nid-Mid is clearly the mid-Nidalee, because that is her name. She probably plays nothing but that. And, oh, jumping over the side to come at Frog from behind, completely missing the spear, doing barely any damage at all because of completely missed skill shots. But 3 of them are coming in on Frog in the mid lane. We're seeing Shen and Rengar all pushing up on this. They're going to push up this tower and try and gank him on the lane. We've got Lee Sin coming, so it'll be a 2v3 situation. But Lee Sin is about half health. Oh, no, they changed their mind. They're going to back out here instead of tower diving it. Meanwhile, up in the top, Cho'Gath is just pushing out the tower, getting some more farm. Shen's level 7 to Cho'Gath's level 10. He's not going to be able to stop him on his own. Well, he might be able to stop him on his own. No, that tower is almost dead. Cho gets a free tower here. Shen coming in with a smite to try to clear this minion wave. Oh, the tower is not going to go down quite yet. It's got 42 hit points. Cho just needs to clear a minion, and the minions will take it. Here goes, there goes the one more hit minion, one more hit, oh, maybe 2 more hits. It's down to 18 hit points. Come on, you can do this. Oh, the minion takes the tower, the caster minion takes the top tower. Fantastically done, caster minion. Shen unable to stop them from ganking that tower. Nidalee over in the bot. Oh my goodness, doing so much damage to Lee Sin with that spear as he was taking his red buff. Not quite able to stop him from that red buff, but certainly discouraging him from finishing the minions anytime soon, delaying his jungle clear at the very least. Thresh and Draven pushing up against that tower. There's X Requiem. Hey, another guy actually, no, didn't even realize he was there. Playing Varus, haven't seen him do that. Lee Sin nearby in bot lane. We may see some action come if he decides to get creepy, but hey, Cho'Gath's coming down for the mid lane. Nidalee pushing up very hard, taking some tower hits. The Shen ult being used, but Nidalee's at half health. Here's Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath goes in on Shen. Oh, so much damage going down the Ignite, and the Cho Feast being more than enough to kill Shen. Nidalee just getting out of there with her life. Thankful that Shen was there to die in her place. Had she been alone there, she would have been feasted. The nom-nom-noms would have gone on the Pharaoh Nidalee. Down in bot lane, we've got a lot of harass going down on the Taric. Taric taking so much damage from Draven and Thresh. Thresh taking a lot of poke and return here. I have to be very careful not to mouse over Thresh's lantern at any point during this game, or I will indeed get a bug splat. Up in top, Rengar's trying to counter push, trying to do something to this tower now that he's lost his. But in mid, Lux and Cho do finish off that tower quite easily. Lee Sin pushing up to the top to get Rengar out of here. This is Rengar's best option here. Hope that Cho's somewhere else and see if he can take that tower down as best as he can while Cho isn't around. Now Lee Sin, kind of low, 2 levels disadvantage to Rengar. Rengar can do a lot of damage if he can catch him, but no, too many minions in the way. Rengar not quite able to get there to do damage on Lee Sin. Lee Sin playing very careful against Rengar, and wisely, because Rengar could very easily do so much damage to Lee Sin that he does indeed run out of hit points and die. Nidalee looks like she's taking a nice little blue buff thanks to Shen. Shen going to push out this bot lane here. We'll look at the bot lane towers. They're both about equally damaged with about a third of their hit points missing. The mid tower for blue is a little scratched, but the opposing tower is completely scratched to nothingness. And up in top, Blue's tower is about half health, and Cho'Gath is going for the kill on Rengar. That red buff on Cho'Gath, and the Feast finishing him off, giving a stack to Cho if he needed one. He did. That got him up to 3 stacks, and the kill on Rengar, making this Cho'Gath a very scary force in this mid-game with 3 kills, 118 farm, and those 2 gold per 5 items still chugging away. So much money. He's earned 200 gold from each of them. That's giving him a nice, solid 6,000 gold. The next closest gold total at 5,000 with Lux in the mid. This Cho'Gath just being dominant in money. His build's not as strong as it could be, but his because of the gold per 5 items, but it's certainly gonna pay off in the long run, especially if he keeps picking up these kills. Over mid, Lux completely missing Nidalee with her ultimate, but managing to clear the majority of the minion wave while Cho comes for the gank. Cho coming up behind the Nidalee. Lee Sin's on the other side, preventing her escape. She's going into Cho'Gath. If Cho'Gath hits the W, followed by a Q, there goes the Q. Nidalee going to go down very quickly here, knocked right back towards Frog, but flashes away. Are they going to be able to get in range here? I don't think they are. This Nidalee is going to escape very nicely. Fantastic flash from Nidalee. That Lee Sin kick may have been counterproductive there, but it was a very good attempt for gank there. But Lee Sin's caught in the middle of all three of them. Shen, Rengar finishing off the kill. Nidalee actually getting the last hit for the credit. Cho'Gath is there, though, but they're much too strong for him to 1v3 in this situation. Bot lane is there, getting farm with Draven and Thresh and not far away. Mid lane, Lux just goes B, while Cho is going to cover up mid, maybe harass this Rengar a little, get some damage on him, get him out of this lane, keep him from farming, but Nidalee and Shen are both there. He can't be too aggressive. Oh, what am I saying? He's Cho'Gath. He can be as aggressive as he wants as long as he leaves himself enough CC to get away. Shen, Nidalee, and Rengar, you can't kill Cho'Gath unless he lets you. Meanwhile, down in bot lane, we're looking at Lover's X Requiem with 137 farm to Draven's 132. A slight advantage there, but Varus has 2 deaths to Draven's 2 kills. That's not a great situation there in the bot lane. That's going to give Draven a slight gold advantage here with 5,400 gold to 5,400 gold. Oh my goodness, Draven. What has gone wrong with your gold total? Varus, do you have a gold for 5? Where is that coming from? Where is your money coming from, Varus? Clearly, that couple of farm was enough to make officers some rather low-value kills. And they're going in for the gank. Taric hitting the stun on Draven. All the damage on Draven. They're just ignoring Thresh here. Got to be very careful not to hit that lantern. But Thresh is turned around, collapsed upon, and killed in the bottom bush by Varus. Giving a nice kill and assist for Varus, getting him further ahead in this match. Lee Sin, oh, that's where the gold came from. The towers and the dragon. I am such an idiot sometimes, but here they are, looking to take some more gold. Taric just walking up, taking a spear from Nidalee. Cash on delivery. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Cho'Gath is being very aggressive up in the top, while Nidalee and Rengar are forced to try to contest this dragon. Shen completely unable to stop this. 4 of the blue team there. When Rengar comes out, he's going to try to kill this Lee Sin very quickly because he has almost enough damage to. There goes the damage, but Lux is there with the shield. The flash from Rengar to try to finish off this kill, but he's going to take so much damage from that Lux combo. And is Lux going to be able to get another snare up in time to stop Rengar? It may go either way here. Rengar flipping around for the slow. Oh, the snare and the slow both miss. Rengar's going to get away very nicely here. Frog missing both of those skill shots. Rengar just barely getting away from that situation. We're seeing Draven and Thresh come back to farm this lane. Their advantage in kills long gone from the towers and the dragons taken. With Varus at 6,400 gold to Draven's 58. He's now 600 gold per find from all of those actions that have just taken place. Cho'Gath is being a bit of a bully up top. He's got a 3-0 kill lead with the most farm in the game still, beating out both AD carries. In fact, if you combine the AD carries and their supports, he's still beating them out by himself. Blue team losing their bottom turret, but Thresh is low. If Taric can catch up and get a stun, oh, Thresh forced a flash to escape from the situation. No tower to hide behind. Oh, wait, I lied. They totally have that tower in the bot lane, but that's okay. Yeah, it's quite alright. Rengar's going to come up top and try to get some farm. He's only got 122. He's about the same with Lux and Nidalee, but Cho is just out-farming him and out-golding him like crazy. Cho getting very tanky with the Frozen Heart and the Leandries and the Ninja Tabby. He needs to build a little more cooldown reduction, perhaps, and he will be just absolutely a monster with his ultimate. That Leandry is so powerful with Vorpal Strike. Only thing he needs to really make it ridiculous is to throw a Rylai's on there, so all of his auto attacks proc Leandries and Rylai's. So much pain in the arseness from that Cho if he manages to do that. Nidalee picking up their blue buff. Blue team's blue buff still is available, but Lee Sin is coming from first action and bot, but there's 4 for the red team there, and they have that Tri-Bush warded. Lux and Lee Sin hiding out in that tower, or in that bush. Oh, the Lux snare hitting so hard on Thresh and Draven, them both dying so very quickly. Taric picking up 1 kill, Varus the other. Shen and Nidalee forced to retreat. Nidalee very fast at retreat, but that is one strength that is going to definitely pay off here as this blue team gets further ahead. They've got a 6 kill lead, a 2 tower lead, and a 7,000 gold lead. This is starting to snowball heavily in favor of the blue team, especially up in top lane, as Cho'Gath's just like, hey, I can dive a tower to kill you. I don't mind. I'm Cho'Gath. I'm still tanking the tower even though I was in the bush. Doesn't bother me at all. I'm just going to push out these minions, heal up a little, and hey, look, my minion wave got there in time. We're going to just take this tower. Meanwhile, bot lane's going to force the pressure on this tower, forcing the red team to stay here and letting Cho'Gath just split push tower. Lee Sin's going mid to push as well. Very fantastic play on the blue team. Forcing them to stay in the bot lane is just letting Cho'Gath and Lee Sin push up these lanes. Lee Sin's not really pushing that much, it's just farming. Red team for failing their surrender vote. Only one actually voting for it. Lux hitting the snare on Thresh for a quarter of his health. Just so much damage from the Lux at this point. Let's look at Lux's build. She's got a Chalice of Harmony. She's got a Rabadon's Death Cap and her Sorcerer's Shoes. That is it for her damage. Only 203 AP at 22 minutes in. But her mana regen is off the charts, and she's got the flask and potions to just keep her in the fights constantly. Cho and Lee Sin looking like they want to kill Shen as he farms. Cho missing the Q, but he's just going to walk through. Shen getting a little too aggressive there to be safe, trying to cheekily catch one of them under the tower with the taunt, forcing them to take tower damage. But they should both be tanky enough to survive that, no problem. Cho getting even more farm, a 201 farm, not even close to his farm. He's got 4 kills, just so dominant in this game. With 9,600 gold, just 4,000 gold, pretty much ahead of any of the red team. Just so very concentrated on this Cho'Gath. I wonder if he's going to build DFG, because that would be amusing. Alright, chasing Rengar out of lane, just because Rengar cannot stay when Cho is there. Cho's so far ahead. Meanwhile, mid tower is being pushed down by the red team. 3 of them are there, pressuring it. Lee Sin is there to try to protect them. Some skill shots missed, trying to poke this Lee Sin out of the way. But these minions are doing a lot of damage to the tower. Lee Sin not quite able to make anything of it. However, here comes the blue team. Everyone but Cho's on their way mid, ready to fight this. With 4 of the red team in mid. Meanwhile, Cho just pushes top lane. Split push and farm Cho. Be a man. And get that minion farm. I love it. Oh, Rengar caught with the CC and killed, separated from his team. Too much burst for Rengar to survive with his damage build going. He's got a Brutalizer, he's got a Bloodthirster, but he's got no tankiness except a little bit of spell resistance. Oh, one of the red team disconnecting. Was that a rage quit from the Rengar? Could very well have been. Or did he just disconnect and get killed in disconnect? Let's back out a little here and see what happened for sure. So we see the blue team pushing up. When I went to talk about Cho'Gath up in the top lane, Rengar's coming out. He's coming out. Tanoob that owns is going in. He's going in. He's going in. He turns around to run, and he gets stunned by Taric. Nope, he was definitely there for that. He used his skill shots on Taric. No, not skill shots, his abilities on Taric, trying to defend himself. And then he rage quit. Or did he rage quit? It's hard to say. We'll have to see later in the match, but that could very easily have been a bit of a rage quit there, making this not very good on his part. Rage quitting while on a stream, not always the best decision, but he doesn't know he's being streamed. Nobody knows they're being streamed. Blue team able to just push down this this mid tower very easily with no resistance at all. Shen just pushing top, ready to ult into a fight, no doubt. Shen, is your ult up? Yes, your ult is up. He's ready to go in if the rest of red team is ready. But 4v5, Cho's at about half health. They may try to do something soon, but there's so much coverage for them, they're not even going to fight that. Shen now caught out up top. Lee Sin may try to come up behind him. No, Lee Sin's just farming golems. Pretty good minion wave going up against that blue top tower. But this inhibitor taken down in mid is going to be the death blow for the red team. They're going to have to spend so much of their time in mid counter-pushing these super minions. The blue team's going to be easily able to split push, pick up dragons, jungle buffs, and maybe even a Baron if they so choose. The 4v5 situation. Now, they don't know it's a 4v5 yet. They won't know for about another minute. But they just have every advantage going for them right now. Dragon about to go down, but Shen is here. Maybe to smite it. Nope, no smite from the Shen. He's going to back out and not give them a kill for a dragon. Very bad trade when you're 4v5, to be honest. Okay, we've got... Oh, better not click that. We've got Rengar back in. Looks like he didn't rage quit. Looks like he just crashed. Cho'Gath just bullying 3 of them by himself. Here he goes with the Q, completely missing everything but 2 caster minions. That's alright. He's scaring them off. Shen pushing out top lane. No one to counter push him. Bot lane's going to slowly push towards the bot towers in favor of blue because they have that little minion advantage down there. It's going to kind of mass up. They're going to go with this slow advantage until it turns into a huge wave because of how it's set. It's kind of frozen up there a little. Varus is just going to go ahead and push it out, though, and make that big minion wave not so big. But Cho might be getting ganked here. 3 of them looking to fight him up top. He's all by himself. He's going in for Rengar, but Shen and Draven behind him. Shen almost instantly died to his combo. But the Ignite's going to not quite take him down. But Cho's going to walk away. Thresh being knocked up so he can escape. Meanwhile, the blue team is pushing as hard as they can. Bot taking advantage of 4 of them, ganking the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath doing what Cho'Gath does best and occupying the attentions of the entire enemy team, walking slowly towards his team. They need to come help him at this point or he's going to go down. They took the tower. Thresh finally giving up on the chase. They're having to react to this inhibitor or Red Team has no chance at all here. To be fair, unless they get an ace here and make some really amazing thing happen, they do not really have a chance in this. Oh, Cho getting hit with a spear, walking away with just 77 hit points. Shen landing very good taunt on Taric, but Taric is not the one you want. Taric is definitely not the one you want. If anyone, you want Lux or Varus. A lot of damage. Oh, we may see Rengar do it down here. Rengar dies to Lux at the end there with all 4 of them getting in on that kill, except for Cho, who went back to heal since he had 70 hit points. No reason for a tank to be there without hit points. Shen once again getting an excellent taunt down, and the nice ult by Thresh picking up a kill on Taric. Very nicely done there, but he's so very low. Shen barely getting away with his life, and Thresh is not going to. Actually, I lied. Draven wasn't going to, but he actually ended up getting away with it. But Nidalee got too aggressive and ended up getting killed by Varus and Lux. Varus and Lux now backing out. Not quite able to take down either towers, but they're so very close. Just a couple of minions putting their attention on that tower will do it. Those minions really need to get in there. And meanwhile, all those minions being distracted in mid lane to defend those Nexus towers means this top lane is just pushing itself to the tower. We've got Cho coming, and he's just going to be aggressive here with Lux. Rengar's going to try to do something, but Cho's just going to go in on Draven. Lux being dived by Rengar there. No problem for Rengar at all, but Draven being chased through his own towers, trying to escape Cho, but not able to. Cho's Feast getting the last hit on there. One of the Nexus towers is down. This tower's almost down, and the other Nexus... Oh, both of these guys' top are so very low. Cho's easily going to pick off Thresh here if he can get in range just a little more. Lux able to pick up that kill. Cho still tanking the tower. And, oh, Rengar got caught by the snare. That's going to be a dead Rengar as well. Shen is there to try to pick up the kill on Frog, but Frog's easily going to be able to escape this, and Shen may die from his efforts as well. Nidalee's here too, though. She hits the spear, kills Lux! Oh, and very nice spear there, but Varus is going to quickly take down Nidalee, and that's going to be the end of the game for the blue team. This last inhibitor going down. Lover's X Requiem and S2JJ is going to be able to take down the Nexus with the minions, and Taric flashing over next to the well. GG for the blue team. They won with an 11-kill lead. Ended up with a 15k golden advantage and 11 towers to 1. It started out pretty close there, but it quickly went in favor of the blue team. That Cho being so very dominant with his gold totals, his farm, and his kills throughout that entire match was very excellently done. I do enjoy seeing a good Cho game. He was the only one to hit level 18, 6-0-1 with 235 farm. Next closest Varus with 220, and Draven with 228. With his 13.2k gold. I'm going to have a quick drink of water here while I keep this score stats up. I'm going to switch back to the Twitch TV chat and see. Oh my good, look at all of that. Alright, anything for me. And let's see. Alright, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Played match with Filibuster. Blah. Any questions for me? Awesome knots. Talk, talk, talk. And hey guys. Good match on them. Okay, so there we go. We are about to go into another match here very shortly. That was fairly quick. We're only 30 minutes into the stream. I'm going to have a quick another drink of water and go ahead and see if there's any matches coming up here in the spec. There's one at 5 minutes. Is that a ranked? Yes, it is. Let's go watch this one, shall we? Oh, and hello, Lovers X Requiem. Very nice performance in that last match. Nice of you to grace the stream. All right, on this match, we're going to have Misfortune and Alistair in the bot lane for the blue team. We'll have Lee Sin in the jungle, Gangplank top, or sorry, Gangplank mid maybe, and Singe top. I'm not really sure. Either way, they'll be in the top and mid lane. And let's see, it was Gangplank mid, Singe top. For the red team, we have Annie in the mid lane, Xin Zhao in the jungle, Zed top, and Graves and Nunu bot. We're going to have a quick look at the current situation. Blue is leading by 3 kills with 5-3. Misfortune fed at 3-0 with 43 farm to Graves 0-2 with 32. Misfortune very far ahead here. They may be going for another kill here. We may just see Graves go down, but they're not quite able to get enough damage. So much slow from the Nunu Ice Ball, keeping Misfortune from being able to press that advantage. Xin Zhao's coming down to the bot lane. We may see a counter gank here. They're going to try and take down this Misfortune, end that killing spree. Xin Zhao doing a lot of damage there. The knockup's going to be enough to kill her if they can get a little more damage. Alistair, very good peel there. Oh my goodness, Alistair. You did an excellent job right there. Kazron, fantastic job with that Pulverize, getting them off your AD carry. That is exactly what a support should be doing. Plenty of tankiness left on the Alistair. He's going to try to defend this tower against this minion wave of doom. Up in the top lane, we're looking at the situation with Singed having 1 kill and Zed having no deaths. In the mid lane, Gangplank with 2 deaths and 1 assist to Annie's 1 death, 1 assist. In the jungles, we see Lee Sin with 1 kill, 1 assist to Xin Zhao's 2 kills, 1 death. And then, of course, the bot we've already discussed. Farm-wise, Zed seems to be leading the farm with 49, but not many are further behind. Singed has 41. Most of them in the 40s or 30s, with only the supports lagging behind. With a actually fairly high number of CS for the supports in a match like this. We're seeing a 1.1k gold lead for the blue team at this point, 8 minutes in. It's a pretty nice advantage. Misfortune, very nice off. Level 6 already. She's got, what do you got? You've got a Brutalizer and a Vampiric Scepter. Vampiric Scepter and Boots. Very nice starting build for Misfortune. I always tend to like to wait a little longer on the Brutalizer, but if you're ahead like that, why not build whatever the heck you want to? As long as you've got some lifesteal there, you're going to be dominant. Annie about to get ganked by the blue team with a Lobster Godlike and Penis 420. Oh my goodness, I need to read the names before I actually read the names. Missing the ult as Xin Zhao and Annie just go in on Lee Sin, instantly killing him, and Gangplank's gonna die here as well. Just almost flawless kills there for the red team. Very nicely done, counteracting that little gank there. Misfortune's gonna have to do a little stronger in the bot lane now, because mid lane is getting a little behind to this Annie. Annie could be very problematic later on with her 3 Doran's rings. Well, earlier on, rather. But later on, if she gets fed from those 3 Doran rings. Singed just being singed and farming lanes with poison, because, hey, singed. Zed, very good at being aggressive against Singed, but he's singed, and he doesn't really care. Up top, we've got Pants Are Dragon, which is a fairly nonsensical name. I'm going to try to derive a little bit of meaning from this Insau's name. Pants Are Dragon, which means he's got, like, dragon scale pants, and he's dragging them through the ground. Is he just sliding along on his butt like a dog with tapeworm or something? I don't know. His pants are dragon. And adopted funk and fermented kimchi against Kazron and prepared to carry. Prepared to carry, doing a very good job of living up to his namesake. He is indeed carrying down bot very well. Kazron also living up to his namesake. Maybe his name is something spelled backwards. Norzak. I kind of like Norzak better than Kazron, but I don't know. I'm going to call him Norzak from now on if I remember. But he did a very good job keeping Misfortune alive and giving these opportunities. Very excellent Alistair player, with Xin Zhao coming in once again for a gank. But hey, look, they've got a pink ward and they saw it coming. Coincidentally, in the spot I always tell the red team to ward, they have a pink ward there. Fantastic placement. And Xin Zhao getting caught in the jungle. Annie pushing up that mid tower. May even be able to kill this here if blue does not react quickly. Xin Zhao's ready to fight, but Tibbers dies right when Alistair gets there. But no one cares because Xin Zhao and Annie just insta-gibbed Alistair. That cow got cooked, and he's going to be a very delicious burger for Annie to munch on later. Annie, a well-known needy child without parents to take care of her. She must live off of cow burgers whenever she can fry them up. Red team taking up the dragon with Xin Zhao and Graves doing as much as they can to try to push this dragon down before blue can react. Blue, however, in position to react, forcing red to get off that dragon. Nunu coming up, turning the advantage against the blue team with Annie's there too. Lee Sin's gonna get caught by the stun of Annie and dive very, very quickly to everyone's burst. Annie getting the final kill there. Misfortune safely back saying, hey, I'm not gonna let you kill my killing spree. Screw you guys, I'm staying under tower. Annie and Xin Zhao both being there. Misfortune probably in a fairly good position as long as Nunu doesn't land an ice ball. Oh, well, Nunu landed an ice ball. She's not going to be a whole lot of effective poke there, but she's going to be fine just to sit back and farm. Alistair giving her a little bit of heal before walking in. Oh, the nice attempt, a flash to try to get Graves from being, but it accomplished nothing except a headbutt on the Nunu. Not really a great use of flash, but it was a glorious attempt. Singed being a big bully up in top. Zed doing his best to bully back, but Singed is Singed. Lots of AP on the Singed. 3 Dorns. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Annie's. Okay, that's a much more reasonable Singed build. He's almost built up his Rod of Ages. He's got some cloth armor going. Lobster Godlike, not living up to his namesake. He is being fried by Annie's fire like a lobster, but he's not doing it in a godlike fashion. He's just dying terribly to Lee Sin and Annie. He's now 0-4-1, doing his best. He did ult somewhere. Where did... I have no idea where he ulted. Oh, he ulted bot. Let's... Why could I not find that? Looks like they managed to pick up the Misfortune kill. I think I went back a little too far. That's okay. Misfortune going B there. Canceling it to get aggressive on Nunu. Alistair going out toward Dragon. Gonna walk right into Lee Sin there. Lee Sin being very aggressive on Alistair. Nunu and Graves all alone against Misfortune as a result. Here comes the Gangplank ult. Gangplank ulting, but so does Nunu. Misfortune not able to flash out of the range, and she's gonna take way too much damage and just die to this gank. Alistair, you left a little way too far. Unless you were playing the gank mid lane, you are out of position, and you are no longer my favorite support, nor Zach. Meanwhile, Annie doing a surprisingly good job. You don't see many good Annie players these days, but she's 4-1-2. Fantastic showing. And hey, gonna possibly enable a kill or two here. Lee Sin very low. Graves picking up the kill, and Alistair going right in, trying to get them to stay tanking under this tower, but Graves isn't the one tanking it. Nunu is, and he's got more than enough tankiness for them to pick up the kill on Alistair as well. Annie now 5-1-3. Gangplank not necessarily the best mid champion to go against your standard mids. Red team now finally taking the dragon that they meant to earlier with barely any trouble. Now with a 5-kill lead and a 4k gold advantage. 1 tower down on the blue team, which is the mid one, leaving Graves even more vulnerable. Zed just being up in tower vision, because why not? You're Zed. Do it. Misfortune finally back to farm some more. Still leading Graves by a good 17 farm. And let's look at your gold, 4,400 to 4,200. Not a huge gold lead there, because Graves certainly has come back in kills and assists since Annie came down. We're going to auto-follow this prepared to carry Misfortune for a while I have some water. Definitely water, certainly not vodka. Alright, we see Alistair going way too far in under Blue's or Red's tower, and Xin Zhao getting there just in time to enable the kill on him, and probably Misfortune as well. Misfortune cleansing out of the exhaust, but it's not going to be enough. They're just going to kill her right under the tower as well. Alistair getting a little too aggressive here. Norzak, you're starting to let me down. That excellent peel earlier is starting to look like a fail-stir. Blue team ending up in more and more of a disadvantage here, as the gold lead leads to about 4.5k gold. Zed just poking Singed because he's standing there. Singed not actually carrying in the slightest. Already with his Rod of Ages built, he's going to start getting tankier and tankier and just sustain here. And he's just going to stay around and be out the Singed, as everyone knows and loves, except if you're against him. Lobster Godlike and his jungle friend, who I'm not going to repeat the name of any longer, doing their best to kill Annie here, but Annie's just gonna kill Gangplank once again. May die to Lee Sin here. Is Lee Sin gonna be able to catch up? Is he gonna be able to land one more Q for the kill? Oh, he knocks the kick away, not quite killing Annie, but she's out of mana and health. Only Tibbers can kill him now, but Tibbers cannot kill him now. Nice try, Annie, for that double kill there, but you survived just fine without it. Blue team having lost their bottom tower to the push. Xin Zhao and Zed are now being very aggressive up in top, expanding this gold lead. It's getting larger and larger, not even to the 20 minute mark. And we're seeing the blue team be behind about 7,000 gold if they're not killing the tower. Xin Zhao kill the tower. Kill the towers in. Zed, you guys know you want to. You can give yourself a 7,000 gold lead if you do. Come on, kill the tower guy. I'm commentating. Listen to me, Xin Zhao. We're gonna go kill the. Okay, we've got Gangplank and Lee Sin coming up to stop them from this. Gangplank getting caught by Lee Sin in the jungle, or by Xin Zhao. Lee Sin going right in on him, but Zed is there too. Lee Sin about to die if they can catch up, but no, they're turning around. They're going for Gangplank, and they're just abandoning this because here comes Singed. And you know what Singed does? He just doesn't care. This top tower may yet go down to minions. Here it goes. Here it goes, and near. It does! Yes, okay, that gives them a nice 6.7 thousand gold advantage. Graves pushing up this bot lane, may get cut out of position here if Alistar lands a good CC, but Misfortune walked too far away. But Nunu's there now too. You're too late, Misfortune. You walked into the smoke grenade. Took way too much damage, and Nunu's there to kill Alistar. Annie not far behind, but here comes Lee Sin to die as well. They're not going to be able to turn this one around, even under the tower. Nunu goes in and ults. Lee Sin and Misfortune both getting caught by it. Lee Sin only barely surviving under the tower. Three of the purple team still there for the kill. Gangplank ult barely affecting them at all. They don't even care it's there. It's just loud and annoying. And they're just going to pick up the kill on Lee Sin as well. Singed is there, however, to be a damper in their spirits. But Xin Zhao is going to bully Gangplank in mid, maybe even kill him if he can. Xin Zhao, no, not good at getting the kill. And Zed is going to take up an inner tower top because Singed is busy playing bot with the low health guys, who could easily die in this situation, but so can Singed. Singed taking a lot of damage, so is Annie. Annie may go down to the poison here. Annie, don't die! Annie, you died! How dare you die, Annie? Why, Annie? Why would you walk through the poison for so long? So long, not expecting that Rod of Ages to be producing that much damage. Zed about to kill this top tower here, taking it himself for the tower kill. The middle inhibitor tower, about a third of the hit points gone on. And the bottom tower, about a third as well. We've got a 4 tower kill advantage with a 10 kill lead for the red team. They are now 7.5 thousand gold ahead. We may see a surrender at 20 from this blue team if their spirit has been broken enough. This Gangplank not game-changing in the slightest. His 98 AD, 0 AP. He's got some gold per 5 built to try to catch up in the long run, but Gangplank, that's not going to help you now. You're just going to get further and further behind as they kill you. He has earned a lot of gold from his gold per 5. In fact, he's earned 600 gold from his gold per 5, and he's earned 5,200 total, so he's earned over 10% of his gold just from those 2 items. Blue team taking down a mid tower here. Nunu trying to stop them, but all alone apparently against 4 of them. But here's Annie. Annie with the incoming. Annie with the stun going. Oh, the cleanse from Misfortune completely invalidating Annie's stun. Annie's Tibbers just in there doing lots of damage. Lee Sin being too aggressive, caught out in the back, and Graves is here to finish it off. The Gangplank ult doing, once again, barely anything to help the team fight, but enough for Graves to go down between the Ignite, Singed, and the Gangplank ult. Singed chasing Annie, seeing if he can get in range in time. Is she going to be able to get away? She's trying to build her stun up, but she's going to get flung here into the poison trail, and that's going to kill her under the tower. Red team with 3 coming in on Singed. Nunu going the wrong way to actually catch a Singed, because he's just going to get himself killed if he continues chasing like that. Xin Zhao being killed by Alistar and minions in the mid lane. But is Alistar going to get caught? He might hear that. Slows enough for Nunu getting range of the ice ball, but Nunu didn't get there in time to ice ball. Alistar dying very quickly. to the Zed. Singe now long gone. That was a pretty good team fight on the blue team's part, but they lost too much for that fight. Misfortune no longer prepared to carry. She's now 3-4-1. Behind in farm on everyone but Graves, Nunu, and Xin Zhao on the opposing team. Probably would have been easier to list the ones who were ahead in farm, but we'll worry about that later. Nunu warding up Dragon, 21 minutes in. No surrender vote, so blue looks like they want to try and take this to the late game. 3 tower lead for the red team. 6.4 thousand gold advantage. That has been shored up a little bit thanks to that last team fight. Singed being the key player on the blue team now with 4 kills and no deaths, 161 farm. And some delicious water. Zed stealing the blue team's blue buff unless Alistair turns through that bush to see it. He does. Singe's not far behind. Zed's gonna not get it though. Alistair's headbutt picking up the blue buff for himself. He's keeping it from Zed. Red team picking up the dragon though, giving them that 7,000 gold advantage back once more. Annie just standing in Gangplank's ult, and Misfortune ult on top of it. She's going to go down to Zed very quickly, though, but Annie gets taken down by... Oh, not Annie. Xin Zhao gets taken down by Singe. Gangplank dies next. Nunu down, and Zed dies as well. Another good team fight for the blue team, losing Misfortune and Gangplank, and they're about to pick up Annie too. Alistair going down. Annie about to die. And Graves in a lot of trouble here if he can't get out in time. Does not look good for Graves. He's going to get flung here. He's in a sec. There goes the fling. Down goes Graves, leaving 2 for 5 for the blue team. Blue team's doing a very good job of coming back in these team fights. They're shoring up their gold advantage down to 5,000. They're going to try and take another tower mid here. Xin Zhao is coming to stop them. And Singe is very, very low. He's going to have to get away before Xin Zhao can jump on him. Xin Zhao has flash up. No, he does not. So he's not going to be able to get in and kill Singe. But at least he's able to save the tower. Blue team impressing me with their teamfight AoE capabilities with the Gangplank ult, the Misfortune ult, and the Nunu ult. Very effective combination in team fights. Or not the Nunu ult, the Singe running around in circles. LOL. The Nunu ult, helping the blue team. You traitor, Nunu! Well, how dare you do that? Gangplank getting some farm up top. His gold starting to equalize a bit with the rest of the game. Annie losing that early advantage she has. She's now 9-4. Red team picking up Baron like they want to do it. Blue team doesn't have much vision on this. They've got no wards. Nunu with the Oracle. They may be able to sneakily get this, you cheeky bastards. Blue team pushing up mid lane. Not even heading towards Baron. This looks like a free Baron for the red team. They may lose a tower for it, but then they'll be able to turn around and kill them if they stay on that tower. Still no one going for Baron. They're starting to wonder where red team is, so they're backing off to safety. And red team with the Baron buff is going to make something happen here. We're going to see Annie. She's over here building up that stun. Misfortune running face first into Annie. Getting caught by this Tibbers ult. But hey, Misfortune has cleanse. You can't stun her for too long, but you can certainly kill her with tons of damage, Annie. Alistair doing his best to kill Annie alone. But here comes Singe to help. Singe and Alistair and Lee Sin all there to finish off the kill. Meanwhile, the rest of red team going in on Gangplank. Singe coming up behind them. The ult and all the damage going in on Graves. Dies very quickly. Gangplank follows shortly. Alistair and Singed very low. Lee Sin killing a Nunu. Oh, and blue team getting away from this situation. Lee Sin getting the Nunu, but not quite able to escape from this. Zed, be careful. You're going to die too. Oh, Singed. Singed, why? Don't die, Singed. You didn't die, Singed. Well done, Singed. 2 getting away on either team. Baron buff not terribly effectively used by the red team, but they did manage to pick up a couple of kills for an equal number of kills. So I guess it could be worse. Still, 7,000 gold advantage is looking pretty nice for them. Oh, Zed about to die to Misfortune here if she can catch up. Oh, just flashing in range of the stun. Misfortune, do you have your E up in time? No, but the R will do it. Oh, if you had kept going a second longer, you would have walked back into it. You got this, Misfortune. Good job. Prepared to carry. Relearning how to carry. Getting those kills and assists. The farm up to 165, and looks like she wants to take a tower here. She's got some help. She's able to do it. Annie not far away with blue buff now. But hey, Alistair sees her coming and headbutts right into the tread bush. Into the tread bush? The tread bush indeed. The red tri-bush is definitely the tread bush. That is my new name for it. Red top tower still pretty well off. The mid inner tower very low. Bot tower about half. Mid tower at about half. And top tower is dead for the blue team on the inner level. And Nunu being very aggressive here. He's about to get caught out of position. Gangplank turning around. Instead of going for Nunu, he's going for Xin Zhao with the help of Lee Sin. Are they going to be able to slow him down enough? Singed is there too. They can keep him in range. Singed hitting the slow. Oh, the knockaway from Xin Zhao almost saving him, but it's not going to do it. 5 for the blue team together for a team fight. Once again, they're going to go in, try and get some damage. Alistair being very aggressive, going in there, doing his crowd control, forcing Graves out of position. Nunu ult in completely the wrong place, not really hitting anyone, but Annie's dying there. Zed is very low. Not quite able to escape from Misfortune's burst, but Graves comes back in for a couple of kills. The triple kill on Graves, and Nunu able to catch up to Singed here. That ice ball going to slow him down enough for Graves to get in there and pick up his 4th kill from that team fight. I said pick up his 4th. Okay, Nunu's going to take it instead. Make sure he can't get away, so they don't waste too much time chasing. This is red team's re-advantage here. Blue team did a very good job there, but then, hey, Graves got a bunch of kills because you left him alone after a while. You got him out of the fight early, but didn't do enough damage, so he got to kite away and come back in for all of the kills. One tower down in favor of the red team, closing this gap, or increasing the gap even higher. Now 5 towers to 2. Spot tower also vulnerable, but they're catching Nunu. Nunu being dived very heavily by Lee Sin and Alistair. Graves is still there to help though. Alistair going in, but Xin Zhao showed up as well. We got Misfortune and Gangplank coming in. We may see a kill on the red team here. Red team having to escape very quickly or they're going to be in a very bad situation. Xin Zhao knocked away, but the pulverized hits, and Xin Zhao is going to die here. Graves and Nunu not getting away, but here's Zed to help fight. And Annie as well. Gangplank taking all of damage except Alistair gets killed. Lee Sin dies as well to Annie. Grace picking up the Gangplank, and Misfortune going to die here as well. They spent too long chasing and they got caught by the red team. Singed is the only one left alive with full health though against the red team, who's going to take a free dragon here. They're going to try and push up this mid inhibitor since only Singed can stop them. Graves and Nunu going to push up bot and take down that outer tower. Meanwhile, Singed is just up top farming this wave to keep it from pushing in too. Completely ignoring the fact that red team is taking both mid and bot towers. But what is he going to do on his own other than maybe get CC'd and killed very quickly? This inhibitor's going to die. Singed now returning back from farming in the top lane to see if he can stop it. Alistair and Lee Sin there to help, but it's not going to be enough. The inhibitor already goes down. Annie and Zed already out of dodge. 3 of them sticking around in the bot lane, though, to fight, but they're being pinged to get out. They really need to, or they're going to get caught here, but they do get out very nicely. Nice advantage taking by the red team there. Lee Sin taking some whoops for delicious money. Trying to come up against this disadvantage that his team is facing now. They started to come back with really good team fights for a while, but red is just too far ahead now. They're 12k gold behind. 7 towers to 2. 35 kills to 22. 13 kill lead for the red team is giving them a pretty dominant position here. All of the red team is positive except Nunu, who's got 25 assists, so it doesn't really matter. And none of the red team positive except for Singed, or the blue team. Nunu getting caught a little here. Not the one you want to catch though, guys. But red team is split off enough. And Xin Zhao is having to help. He's now initiating right there. Nunu ulting no one at all. But they walk into his ult anyways. Annie disconnecting from the game. Advantage for the blue team here. Annie crashing. Xin Zhao gets out of there in time, but Graves picks up a kill on Singed. Graves now getting crowd controlled back in. He's going to die here as well very quickly. Nunu not able to do anything to save him. Gangplank very low, but no one's there to help. Annie reconnecting now. Xin Zhao is split pushing. He looks like he's going to push up a tower while all blue team is trying to kill Nunu here and push up against the enemy. Annie's going to hold them off successfully here. They're not going to be able to push up against this. Gangplank got executed by a minion. Well done, minion. Minion's obviously overpowered against Gangplank. Alistair trying to escape here against Annie's. Oh, Annie gets the Lee Sin. Very nicely done, Annie, making them pay for having killed their team. And Xin Zhao is down in the bottom base here, being like, hey guys, I heard you like your inhibitors. What would you like it if something happened to them? No, you wouldn't, because I'm gonna kill it. Yes, I completely butchered what I meant to say there. Don't mind me. You got the point. Red team pinging up Baron like they want to take it. They've got 2 inhibitors down, and this last tower so very, very low. Those inhibitors, if red team is not staying in the base, will push up and tie up minions right here by the Nexus, meaning the bottom lane will still push out against blue team, and the bottom lane will kill blue tower by itself if blue does not defend the top and mid lane. Prior to taking Baron, they're wisely trying to get a little aggressive here, maybe get a bit of farm, keep blue team from pushing out, and getting rid of that inhibitor advantage. Graves, Nunu, and Xin Zhao all going on their way to take Baron, unaware that it is warded indeed by the blue team, who knows this is happening and is making their way up there. Gangplank having to stay and defend just a little bit. Annie and Zed ready to kill anyone who comes in range. However, Singed went the other way. Oh, she's coming right behind Misfortune, though. Ulting onto nobody, but Misfortune ulting into the mass of the blue team. Misfortune, however, is stuck in the back against Annie. She does die to the Xin Zhao at the last moment. Sin's dying as well. Blue's also going to lose Lee Sin. Lee Sin saving Zed by kicking him over the wall. And down goes Alistair, soon to be followed by Gangplank. Blue got ace. They're down 2 inhibitors. This is going to be GG for the red team as they just go in and finish off the match. Blue team surrenders, seeing that they had lost with a 17 kill deficit, 42 to 25, 9 towers to 2, and ending with a 16k gold advantage for the red team. Well, everyone, that was a riveting match. Red got an early advantage, but Blue almost came back there from some very effective team fights. And that was a very impressive thing to watch there, but they couldn't quite hold on to it. Red got their act together while they still had a gold advantage and managed to start winning the team fights again, and then things just got out of hand, and Blue had no chance to come back in that match. Now, that just goes to show that there was a chance there for the red team to make a very strong comeback, but they didn't quite manage it. When you're getting that comeback, you've got the momentum on your side. Blue team actually had the advantage in that situation psychologically. Sure, they were behind on gold and kills and such like that, but they had the momentum. Momentum is a powerful, powerful thing on the human mind. Your emotion stuff. If you're winning and then suddenly start losing everything and the other team that you were dominating before just keeps coming back against you, well, then you're going to be not feeling all that great about what's going on. And that gives the psychological advantage to the formerly losing team who's making their comeback. They failed, however, to continue to take advantage of that. They won the team fights, but didn't take enough advantage from it. And they ended up starting to tie the team fights later on as red team got their act together. They didn't capitalize early enough on their comeback there. Red team, conversely, lost their early advantage. They started allowing blue team to come back. They started making mistakes, losing team fights, taking a lot of bad situations, and making them worse. And that could have easily cost them a game against a better team. What did we learn from this? Be very careful. Every time that we've watched these matches where it's been a swing, it's been people getting caught out whenever they're ahead. Getting a little bit cocky, getting out of position. You need to be very careful not to do that. Keep good map coverage with your wards. You saw the warding kind of coverage start to fail off a bit there on both teams in the second half of that game, as people didn't get out to ward more. As the game gets later, you should be warding more often than you ward in the early game. You get that map control. You see where they are at all times. You can always split push, or you can always team fight, no matter what the situation is. You have the ward coverage. You can make the decisions to control the flow of the game. If you're ahead, get further ahead, put more wards out, and that will help you immensely in not getting caught, not losing to those early fights. Get as many wards out as you can, and you'll be well off. And that is the big disadvantage that we're seeing some teams do. Any questions from anyone on the chat, or shall I go ahead and do a wrap up here? Anyone in the chat have a question? Just give them a minute for the bit of a delay to pass. Any questions? Question mark? All right, what have we got, guys? It's up there. Okay, they're just talking to each other. That's fine. No one in the chat has any questions, apparently, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. This has been FilibusterFox, live streaming League of Legends. I do this daily at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern Time. You'll see me on here every day, commentating, maybe even playing a little, although that would be fairly uncommon and mostly be silly stuff. You missed my Timo song if you weren't watching live at the beginning of the show, so be sure to tune in. I do interact with the chat whenever possible, which is between matches, really, because otherwise I'm watching the match. But I do appreciate everyone who views this. Please tell your friends if you think they can benefit from that, either if they suck at League of Legends or if they think they just enjoy the show. Once again, everyone, I'll see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/FilibusterFox. Have a wonderful day.